400 Texts on Love. By Maximus the Confessor. Texts 51-60. Text 51. The foolish man under attack from the passions, when stirred to anger, is senselessly impelled to leave his brethren. But when heated by desire he quickly changes his mind and seeks their company. An intelligent person behaves differently in both cases. When anger flares up he cuts off the source of disturbance and so frees himself from his feeling of irritation against his brethren. When desire is uppermost he checks every unruly impulse and chance conversation. Text 52. In the time of trial do not leave your monastery but stand up, courageously against the thoughts that surge over you, especially those of irritation and listlessness. For when you have been tested by afflictions in this way, according to divine providence, your hope in God will become firm and secure. But if you leave, you will show yourself to be worthless, unmanly, and fickle. Text 53. If you wish not to fall away from the love of God, do not let your brother goes to bed feeling irritated with you and does not go to bed yourself feeling irritated with him. Reconcile yourself with your brother, and then come to Christ with a clear conscience and offer him your gift of love in earnest prayer. Text 54. St. Paul says that, if we have all the gifts of the Spirit but do not have love, we are no further forward. How assiduous, then, we ought to be in our efforts to acquire this love. Text 55. If love prevents us from harming our neighbor, he who is jealous of his brother or irritated by his reputation, and damages his good name with cheap jibes or in any way spitefully plots against him, is surely alienating himself from love and is guilty in the face of eternal judgment. Text 56. If love is the fulfilling of the law, he who is full of rancor towards his neighbor and lays traps for him and curses him, exulting in his fall, must surely be a transgressor deserving eternal punishment. Text 57. If he who speaks evil of his brother, and judges his brother, speaks evil of the law and judges the law, and the law of Christ is love, surely he who speaks evil of Christ's love falls away from it and is the cause of his own perdition. Text 58. Do not listen gleefully to gossip at your neighbor's expense, or chatter with a person who likes finding fault. Otherwise, you will fall away from divine love and find yourself cut off from eternal life. Text 59. Do not permit any abuse of your spiritual father, or encourage anyone who dishonors him. Otherwise, the Lord will be angry with your conduct and will obliterate you from the land of the living. Text 60. Silence the man who utters slander in your hearing. Otherwise, you sin twice over. First, you accustom yourself to this deadly passion, and second, you fail to prevent him from gossiping against his neighbor.